Hello Capricorn, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so we're going to be keeping it light and airy, and we're just pulling some oracles for the month of October. We're not doing tarot right now. So we're going to pull an animal oracle, wisdom, a fairy oracle, and a universal wisdom or affirmation, something you can use as a mantra. And then I'll read to you from the book of animal oracles for your oracle card, okay? So let's get started. I already pre-shuffled and I meditated and prayed on your energy. But I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick little shuffle, and we're going to get these cards out for you. Okay, spirit, guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, please help me deliver clear, accurate messages for my Cappies. What do you have for Capricorn? Spirit, what would you like Capricorn to know? Whoop. Don't know if you can see this, but to relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. To relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. Okay, so don't get too rigid and be adulty, even though you're most likely an adult I'm speaking to watching this. But when we get a little stagnant, it's time to inject play into our lives, or curiosity, that wonder, that feeling before the weight of the world kind of gets on our shoulders. So play. I want you to play. Okay, let's get our fairy oracle. Fairies. Woo! Whoa. Give me a second. That one just fell on the floor. Ooh. So, this is the figure it out yourself card. Not figure it out yourself like being mean, but it's not something that Spirit is going to give us the answer to. It's we have to just wait and let it unfold, okay? And let's get your animal oracle, okay, Capricorn? Okay, Spirit, guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, love team. What do we have for Capricorn? Cappies. Can we get an animal oracle for Capricorn, please? And I pulled the Wren for you, and there's a lot going on in this card. I'll just hold it up there for a minute, and then we're gonna read from the book for you, okay? And this is by Philip and Stephanie Carr-Gom, the Druid and Animal Oracle, okay? You want to look them up or see if you can find their decks online. So the Wren represents humility, cunning, and God. That's a really, really good energy. It's also in a lot of traditions, and especially here in city life, some animals just kind of get taken for granted, or people even think they're gross, especially in the city. We have little birds, we have rats, we have pigeons, some trash pandas. And everybody's, oh, I want a spirit animal, and they think they're going to get a sparkling white stag. This is one of those often overlooked animals that you can actually connect with on a daily basis, because little birds, they're around. So don't overlook the little birds in your world, okay? What does Wren have to say? Humility, cunning, God. This card shows a wren holding a feather in its beak, as if it guards a nest, as it guards its nest filled with eggs. Tradition calls the wren's nest the Druid's house. A bolt of lightning represents Tyrannus, the bull god of thunder and lightning, the oak tree, and the wren. The Ogam sign in the stone is of Dwur, the oak. Wren allows us to glimpse into the beauty of God or Goddess in all things. He tells us that small is beautiful, and that self-realization lies not in grandiosity or apparent power, but in humility, gentleness, and subtlety. Cunning, if tempered with humor and good intent, is always a good way of achieving great things, with an economy of effort and a rational and honest use of the achievements of others. Okay, so I actually want to read this story. The book doesn't just include what it means upright, what it means reverse. It also includes poetry and ancient stories. There's this short one here. I'm going to try to read it to you quick because I think it's important and it's relevant. The tradition of the wren. A little bird told me, which is a traditional saying. Of all the birds revered by the Druids, the wren was considered the most sacred. In Ireland, it was called the druin, or the druid bird. In Welsh, the word dry signifies both a druid and a wren. Why is it that the druid is pictured as an apparently nondescript little bird and not as obviously a powerful bird like the eagle? The following story from the Western Highlands of Scotland tells us, in a great assembly of all the birds of the air, it was decided that the sovereignty of the feathered tribe would be given to the bird who could fly the highest. The favorite was naturally the eagle, who immediately began his flight towards the sun, fully confident in himself and his ability to win the title of king of all birds. When he found himself soaring high above all of his competitors, he proclaimed in a mighty voice his monarchy over all the creatures that had wings. But suddenly, from out of his wings popped the wren, who had hidden himself under the eagle's feathers. He flew a few inches higher and chirped out loudly, "Birds, look up and behold your king." So I think that's interesting. I'm just going to close it off here and leave it with big things come in small packages, okay? Love you, Cappies. Bye. Thanks for being here.